on our phase one cafe. We opened about 4 years ago, and we've been having an amazing success with our community. Things have been great. We built a really great community that we're very proud of. Of course, like everyone else, once the pandemic hit Toronto, we had to reduce our operations significantly, which had a huge impact on our business. We didn't have enough revenues to be able to maintain like our staffing, so we had to lay them off because it was better for them to go on like some of the government incentives, which allows them to get some income, which we're happy at least some of our staff managed to get that and qualify, because obviously everyone needs some income. For us as a small business, unfortunately, there wasn't as many incentives or options available for businesses. The only thing that we were allowed at the end was like to get loans, which was nice, but I'm worried that this will add to my debt. And I don't know how long this business is gonna be still in this situation. So it's like taking debt and you're not sure if you can pay it back. So it's a little bit concerning, and that's why I decided to, even with very less, like with a very reduced amount of business, it's better for me to open every day. So I come here, open every day about 5 to 6 hours, and luckily we still have some traffic from the community. Some people are coming by like coffees, retail coffee, baked goods, like small things, and lots of people are actually supporting us buying gift cards, which I really appreciate. To be honest, I think that like for me personally, my situation is much better than others because like really the community is showing support, and I really appreciate that. I feel like I'm hoping that we can get things back to where they were, or at least part of that, because it's just like right now it's not sustainable, and even though that we're getting some revenues to just cover some of the fixed costs, it's not enough, and I'm worried about like how long this is gonna last in terms of when are we gonna pay our rent again, taxes that we owe, suppliers that we still owe. So I'm trying to figure out how all this is gonna play, and right now there's a lot of uncertainty. I've been reading about small businesses closing around us, and I'm really concerned about them because some of them will close forever. Like I know a couple of business owners who decided, you know what, I don't know how long this is gonna last, and I can't put another loan or debt on my business, and then in a few weeks I'll go bankrupt and I have all this debt. So some of them decided, okay, this is the time, I can't continue, and it's really unfortunate because I'm seeing like big, really good quality businesses, small businesses that have been here for years, and they are just gonna disappear. And my biggest fear is like now, all what is gonna last in a few months is just the big corporations, big businesses. There will no longer be independent small businesses that you can actually relate to and say, I'm part of this community. And this is really why I opened this business in the first place. I wanted to build a place as a community place and enjoy what I do. And we really were on that track, and we were very happy. But like, you know, this is unprecedented situation. People didn't really know what to expect, and I'm happy I'm healthy enough to come every day and open. But I know lots of people won't have that option, and I'm really concerned. So I just hope people try more to support small businesses, and like when you have that craving to buy coffee, just put the extra effort and just support your local small business. Also, a big thing, I know lots of people do takeouts and delivery. Please try to order directly from the restaurant or for pickup, or like if they have their own delivery or their own website. Because when you go on like those apps like Uber Eats or Fedora or all the other ones, those businesses take about 30% of the cost of that item. So basically, if you're buying, let's say, a meal that costs 12, 13 bucks, and they take 30% of that, there's absolutely no profit for that business. As a matter of fact, most likely that business is subsidizing that sale, and they just keep it because either they have some items they don't want to lose, or because they want to keep some of their staff. But it's very unsustainable. So if you want to do the effort and help small business, try to just order directly from the small business and do the effort to pick it up yourself. And if you have to buy through Uber, it's definitely better than not buying at all, but just be aware that it's not really helping as much when you are ordering through these big apps. You're helping the Uber, you're helping the Fedora, not the small business. So these are the things that people are starting to discover now, and I see it. People are shocked when they find out that, hey, Uber takes about 35% of the cost, plus the delivery fee, which is another $4.50, plus I don't know what. So you end up paying about $20, but the restaurant or the place that you bought the stuff from, they actually get maybe $6 or $7 out from that meal. So it's a really, you have to see the math, and this is where it's really important for us as a small business to find the community supporting us directly. And I have to say, I'm really happy that lots of the residents around us are still coming. Some of them, even though that they are in self-isolation, they order things and we deliver to them, or we drop it at their apartments. I know some residents here in the building who were in self-isolation, but they needed retail coffees or teas or something. So they would just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, and they asked me if I can deliver it to their door because in self-isolation, I really don't mind. Anywhere around me, I'll just go and drop it at their door, and people pick it up, and they usually pay me via email money transfer, and those are the most productive ones. Those are the ones that I'm actually happy that we continue to do, because it really is helpful. Today, someone from the building around us here, I know that person doesn't buy coffee, or they don't do coffee or teas or anything like that. But yeah, she came today and she bought a gift card for $25, and the reason she did it just to support. She didn't even want to buy anything with it. So when you see things like this, it really gives us encourage us to keep going, and knowing that there's people who really support us and want us to stay, and I really appreciate that a lot. But that's about that. I really think this is an unprecedented situation. I know lots of people talk about supporting small businesses, but the support is not only by saying that. You really need to put the effort. So if you don't shop online, if you have to shop online or you buy from a big retailer, please just consider, is there an alternative to buy from a smaller business, and ensure that I put my money where I do want to support. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, that's very sense.
We can keep talking as well.
And did you receive anything from the government, help or
yes,
some promises?
We were lucky we qualified for the loan, but that was the only thing that we were allowed to get right now. We don't, as small business owners, lots of small business owners won't qualify for any particular income like SERP or EI, because I've been running the business for the past 4 years without taking any revenue out of it, and I was supporting myself on my own. And I was hoping this year it will be the year I'm gonna start making salary, but unfortunately that set us back, and because of that I don't qualify. So my only option is to come and open every day and hopefully sell whatever I can and just get some revenues coming in. The loan is very helpful, but I am definitely terrified about how can I pay that loan back, because obviously if this continues for more than another month or so, I don't know how we are expected as small businesses to start paying those loans back. We're just adding more debt and debt to our balance sheet, and eventually some people might go bankrupt if they don't get any revenues to offset, right? So it is a little bit of an issue. I know that there's the subsidies right now that the government's offering, which is still not clear, to be honest with you. Still, there is no process to apply for it. But one of the biggest thing is like it's really hard to find employees at this time because who wants to work during this time? Second, people like would prefer to take the government serve than basically expose themselves, which is totally logical. I'm hoping that there will be a process where some businesses can start like putting some social distancing practices in place to ensure the safety of their staff and the customer, and hopefully that will allow people to start coming back to work a bit by bit. And I wish for the government to allow people to like still be able to earn some income and collect the benefit that's available for them, because obviously I won't be able to pay people $3,000 a month anymore. That's not even revenue I'm making. So if I can cover a portion of the income for some of my staff, but they still can get these benefits, it will allow people to start coming back to work bit by bit. And I'm hoping that this will reopen the economy, and people, like, I don't want us to lose the whole year, because like I don't know how long this is gonna last, and I am a little bit terrified that if this lasts for another, like, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks, I don't think there would be small businesses anymore. Probably 50% or more will close. So it's a combination. I totally appreciate that people are trying to help, but we also hoping that the government will do more incentives and subsidies and grants to get businesses back to where they are.